National Institute for Lifelong Education is committed to creating a society where everyone can thrive in their personal and professional lives through lifelong learning. There are laws related to lifelong education in the Republic of Korea. First, the Constitution. Article 31, Clause 5 of the Constitution specifies that the state shall promote lifelong education. Second, the Framework Act on Education. Article 3 of the Framework Act on Education states that every citizen shall have the right to learn through life and to receive an education according to their abilities and aptitudes. Article 10 encourages all forms of lifelong education intended for all citizens. Third, the Lifelong Education Act. Article 2 of the Lifelong Education Act defines lifelong education as all types of systematic educational activities other than regular school curriculums, including supplementary education for educational attainment, basic literacy education for adults, career competency development education, general arts and humanities education, culture and arts education, and citizenship education. Article 19, Clause 1 states that the state shall establish the National Institute for Lifelong Education to support matters related to the promotion of lifelong education. Based on these laws, the National Institute for Lifelong Education was established based on these laws to promote lifelong education in the Republic of Korea. Let's take a look at the history of NILE, the organization established to promote lifelong education nationwide. NILE was established in February 15, 2008, by consolidating three institutions: the Lifelong Education Center and Academic Credit Bank Center of the Korea Educational Development Institute, and the Self-Education Degree Examination Center of Korea National Open University. This was in response to changes in the lifelong learning environment due to aging, globalization and localization, and the spread of the 5-day workweek, aiming to actively address these issues and promote community development through learning. In December 2007, the Lifelong Education Act was wholly amended and promulgated, coming into effect in February 2008. In February 2008, the National Institute for Lifelong Education, NILE, was established. In October 2010, National Center for Parents' Education was inaugurated. In October 2010, the Lifelong Learning Account System began its operation. In May 2012, the National Center for Multicultural Education was inaugurated. In December 2014, the National Lifelong Learning Information Portal was launched. In October 2015, the pilot service of the Korean Massive Open Online Courses, K-MOOC, was launched. In February 2016, the National Center for Adult Literacy Education was inaugurated. In October 2017, a short-term, skills-based training program, Matchup, was launched. In March 2018, the Lifelong Education Voucher Program was launched. In August 2021, K-MOOC began broadcasting special programs through public television networks. In September 2022 and 2023 consecutively, NILE successfully hosted Life Conference in Jeju, an international conference in the field of lifelong learning. A National Lifelong Learning Platform was launched in August 2024. NILE is expanding its reach and establishing itself as a pivotal institution for lifelong education in Korea by actively promoting digital lifelong learning, multicultural education, parent education, and literacy programs. Let's take a development process of lifelong education in the Republic of Korea until the establishment of the National Institute for Lifelong Education. Republic of Korea is building a lifelong learning society where everyone can pursue learning opportunities on anything, at any time, and from anywhere. The first stage in the process is the Naissance stage, which took place before the era of Social Education Act between 1945 to 1981. In 1962, a comprehensive plan for adult education was established, and by 1980, the state's responsibility to promote lifelong education was stipulated in the national constitution. The second stage, the period between 1982 to 1999, is the foundation stage, also known as the Era of Social Education Act. Key milestones during this period include the announcement of the Comprehensive National Lifelong Education Plan in 1996 and the publication of the first Lifelong Education White Paper in 1997. The third stage is the transition stage. This period, from 2000 to 2010, is known as the Era of the Lifelong Education Act. In 2001, the Lifelong Learning Cities project was introduced. In 2002, the first National Lifelong Education Promotion Plan was announced. In 2008, the National Institute for Lifelong Education was established. The fourth stage is the expansion stage. From 2010 to the present, we are in the era of digital lifelong education. In 2010, the Lifelong Learning Account System was launched. In 2014, the National Lifelong Learning Information Portal was opened. In 2015, the KMOOC platform was launched. In 2017, the Matchup program began. National Lifelong Education Promotion Plan. In the Republic of Korea, the Minister of Education establishes a national basic plan for the promotion of lifelong education every 5 years, with participation from the National Institute for Lifelong Education. To date, 5 plans have been established. Let me explain the 5th Lifelong Learning Basic Plan in more detail. It contains the implementation plan from 2023 to 2027. The vision of the 5th Lifelong Learning Basic Plan is opportunities for everyone to continue their growth, creating a lifelong learning society for all. Based on these goals, these are the 6 key tasks for the 5th plan. First, extending universities' roles as a lifelong learning platform. Second, local governments, universities, and businesses working together to promote lifelong learning in the communities. Third, providing learning support for adults in their 30s to 50 to help them prepare for entering a new life stage. Fourth, creating a lifelong learning society that leaves no one behind. Fifth, strengthening portability between various academic and professional qualifications, experiences, and learning outcomes. Sixth, creating an AI and digital-based personalized lifelong learning system. Policy schemes, programs, and projects by NILE. Now, let's take a look at what NILE does, based on these national policy plans. First, NILE provides alternative pathways for higher education through schemes and projects such as the Academic Credit Bank System, the Bachelor's Degree Examination for Self-Education, and lifelong education at universities for the future of education. The Academic Credit Bank System is an open educational system that recognizes diverse learning experience as well as qualifications and translates them into academic credits, which in turn can be used to obtain higher education degrees. The Bachelor's Degree Examination for Self-Education awards a bachelor's degree to those who pass the national qualifying examination administered by NILE, without attending any regular college or university classes. The LIFE project fosters universities as lifelong learning platforms for adult learners in the region. Under the project, universities, in close cooperation with the local government, cultivate local talents that are in line with the regional community development plans. Second, NILE runs digital lifelong education projects such as KMOOC, Matchup, Lifelong Learning Account, and the National Lifelong Learning Platform. KMOOC is a Korean massive open online courses platform that offers quality higher education-based courses for free. KMOOC is accessible to everyone, anywhere at any time. Matchup is a short-term skills-based training program in future technologies tailored to college students, job seekers, and those who seek to reskill or upskill while working. Leading companies in the field develop and operate customized training courses in collaboration with universities and educational institutions. The Lifelong Learning Account System accumulates and manages various personal learning experience online, which can be used in obtaining academic qualifications or towards job application. The National Lifelong Learning Platform is an open lifelong learning platform that provides comprehensive lifelong learning information and services for everyone, where people can access learning resources and information personalized to their individual needs and tastes. Third, there are community-based lifelong education projects, such as Lifelong Learning Cities. the Lifelong Learning Educator License, and the National Center for Parents Education. A lifelong learning city is a comprehensive urban restructuring movement aimed at building a learning community where anyone can enjoy the learning they want anytime, anywhere. It enhances individuals' quality of life and the overall competitiveness of the city by promoting self-fulfillment, social integration, and economic competitiveness. The Lifelong Learning Educator License involves the systematic operation and management of the qualification system and the training of lifelong learning educators. Lifelong learning educators are field experts who initiate, plan, execute, and monitor lifelong learning projects and programs. The National Center for Parents Education aims to strengthen the educational capabilities of parents and guardians to fulfill their right and responsibility to educate their children, support various activities related to school education participation, and provide information on major educational policies. Fourth, to provide opportunities for the socially disadvantaged. NILE operates national centers and programs, such as National Center for Literacy Education, Lifelong Education Vouchers, and the National Center for Multicultural Education. The National Center for Adult Literacy Education provides educational opportunities for adult literacy learners through supporting literacy education programs and establishing educational accreditation system for primary and lower secondary school levels. The Lifelong Education Vouchers Program provides vouchers that supports learning costs to lower-income adult learners, so that learners can participate in learning activities according to their individual needs. National Center for Multicultural Education aims to provide tailored educational support for multicultural students and raise social awareness towards multicultural society. Thus, NILE is initiating various schemes and projects to promote lifelong learning in the Republic of Korea. This is the National Institute for Lifelong Education, always by your side to ensure that lifelong learning can be a beacon of hope in your life.